What's up, Overlanders? Welcome back to the channel. It's winter. We're not getting out camping. We haven't been out in quite a while. If you've been paying attention to the channel, you'll notice. I'm going to talk tonight about power stations. I mean, everybody's heard of the Jackeries. We bought this little Jackery before a lot of the other knockoff brands came out. We've had this for quite a while. And before we had a fridge, and we started using this just for like charging our phones and things like that. We take it up into the rooftop tent and charge our phones at night. Sometimes we have a Kindle Fire to watch TV or movies at night before we go to sleep, and so we've used it a lot for that, and it's been great. But Jackeries are not the cheapest ones on the block. It's awesome. It's been money well spent. I have nothing against it. Nothing against Jackery. They have an awesome product. But a lot of our overlanding and a lot of our gear and accessories are budget minded. There's a lot of brands out there. There's a lot of good brands. Not that the cheaper ones aren't good. I'll explain this one to you a little bit. But like Jackery, Bluetti, I'm sure they're all great. But some of them have a higher price tag, and we're budget minded. So once we bought our fridge, the 240 Jackery just didn't run it overnight. We had to jump start our Jeep one time in the morning, and so it's great for what its abilities are. But this one is now, just like I said, we just take it up in the tent with us at night and to charge our phones. Other than that, this one doesn't get a lot of use. A little bit around the house. We live in a really old house, so there's not a lot of outlets in the best spots. So there's times where it's used at home. But then we went shopping online for something cheaper. We wanted to go bigger to be able to support the fridge. We found the Rockpals brand. All the normal features. It's got a couple AC outlets. It's got your cigarette lighter. You can use a solar panel with it. It's got your USB ports, your C port, your 3.0, your 2.0s. It's got everything they all seem to have. It's got a nice pop-up carry handle. It's great. However, after using it for about 9 months, we did have an issue with it. When the battery is fully charged, it's at 5 bars. As soon as it hit 4 bars, after not out of the box, but after using it for several months, I think it was like 9 months we owned it. And when we plug our fridge in, it ran our fridge fine for months, but suddenly, when it got down to where it is now at 4 bars, still pretty close to a full charge, the fridge would actually error out. So we weren't sure if it was the fridge having trouble or the Rockpals power station. So we plugged it into the little Jackery, and it'll run it, just not for extended periods of time overnight and such. So we plugged it in that, and it worked fine. So my wife reached out to Rockpals. I believe it has a 2-year warranty. And she reached out to them, and they explained what was going on, and they're like, the customer service was in California, and we're in Michigan. So we sat these two up right in front of the fridge. We plugged the fridge into the Rockpal, showed them on the fridge display how it errored out. In all one clip, we unplugged it, plugged it into the Jackery, and the fridge ran fine. So it was obviously something wrong with the cigarette lighter output for on the power station. So once they received that video, they responded and said, "Don't ship the old one back. We're going to ship you a new one." Well, so my wife and I got online and we're looking at them, and the price had gone up. Like everything, inflation, the price had gone up. So, like I said, they said, "Don't ship the old one back, keep it, and we'll send you a brand new one." So the brand new one is a little bit different model. It was a little more expensive. Like I said, the price had gone up. All the same features, just a little bit more stylish case. Hard mount instead of the pivoting handle. And but yeah, like I said, all the same features. And this one, we took this on our 5,000 mile trip over the summer. So we made this huge loop, 2 weeks long, 5,000 miles, never had an issue. We've bounced it around the trails here in Michigan, up in the Manistee National Forest. We have used the crap out of this thing. We use that one a lot too. But we use this one on the big trip and all summer, and we have not had one issue. So we did have the minor issue with the original one, but the customer service was excellent. They asked for that video to show something was wrong, understandable. We did that, and they sent us a brand new one right away. We didn't have to wait too long either. So great customer service. The new ones have flaps protecting the ports, several of the ports. We really are happy with Rock Pails. Cheaper brand. Never heard of them before I started looking for cheaper power stations. But even though we had a small issue with this one, we've been very happy with it. It still works. For whatever reason, it just causes an error on the refrigerator, but you plug anything else into it. We've tried it on other items and they work fine. So it still works. They told us to keep it, sent us a brand new one. So now we've got two 500s and the little 240 Jackery. Now, this one we don't travel with anymore because we have this one. So this one sits in our living room. Like I said, we live in an old house, so I'll sit this one in our living room out of the way, and I'll charge like my tablet or my GoPros, stuff like that. And then it does have a long extension cord, so I can plug it in and keep this charged, but then plug in the little items to charge them off of it. So it still gets used around the house. Now, how we use this one in the Jeep, I bought little items, a hobby box, a plastic hard black box off Amazon, and then a USB, the 2-port USB cigarette lighter plug, an actual cigarette lighter outlet. I put a switch on it, and the cigarette lighter style 12 volt digital voltmeter, so you can tell what your voltage is. So I built that box. I ran it off the battery of the Jeep through a fuse, inline fuse, and that's velcroed into the back of the Jeep in the cargo area. Then I plug the Rock Pails power station into that, because that's powering from the Jeep. So this gets powered from the Jeep whenever we're driving. When we shut, and the refrigerator is plugged into this. So the fridge plugs into this. This plugs into my power box. I don't have a Rubicon, so I don't have the 12 volt outlet in the back. I've got an A.L. Willis edition. So, like I said, refrigerator plugs into this. This plugs into the box that I built, which in turn runs off the battery. So anytime the Jeep is running and we're driving, this is staying charged. When we shut the Jeep off and park and camp, this runs the refrigerator. We get up in the morning, pack up, go trail riding, this is getting recharged. So that's the main reason we've still never even bought solar panels, because we don't go out camping and just set at camp all day or for a couple days. We camp and we go trail riding a lot. So this is always stays charged. On our big 5,000 mile road trip, it got plenty of charge. And it didn't sit idle, more than an overnight for almost at all. So we've used them a lot. We've had great luck with them, other than the one issue with this one. But like I said, customer service was top notch. I mean, they, like I said, reasonably asked for a little video and responded with a brand new one. And so we're sitting pretty good with power. And so if you got any questions about Rock Pails, all I know is pretty much what I've told you about what we have. But I'll be happy to answer any questions about how we use what we use that I didn't mention here. And can't wait to get back out camping, man. I'm not a winter person. We don't do a lot out in the winter outside. And so I'm just really looking forward to getting back out camping in the warm weather. And until then, I'm going to keep working on the 48. We're getting really close to getting startup on that. That's coming along really good. And like I said, while this channel is slow, if you're interested in seeing how old Willys get put back together and running, check out my Thunderbolt, the Willys Jeep channel. Like I said, I'll put the link down below. I'll put the Rock Pails link down below too if you're interested in these. There's so many brands out there now. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm just telling you what we have, what we use. But There are so many brands out there. If you want to pay for those name brands, they're great. If you don't want to pay that price and you still want something, need something, if you're budget minded, Rock Pals, or there's so many brands out there, like I said, that I'm sure you can find something that'll suit your needs. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind giving us a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I appreciate watching. So hopefully we'll get on the trail at least for a day run pretty soon.